Function operations. Today we are going to take some functions and we are going to add them or subtract them. Hoy vamos a tomar funciones y vamos a sumar o restar. Okay, so question 1. If f of x equals 7x plus 5 and g of x equals 2x squared minus 5, find f of x plus g of x. So I'm going to take f and I'm going to add it to g. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so question 1, I have over here, I'm going to do f of x plus g of x. Okay, so what is f of x? It's this one. So f is 7x plus 5. So f is, I'm going to go ahead and write here, 7x plus 5. And then plus g, this is g. G is 2x squared minus 5. Okay, and now we simplify. Y ahora vamos a simplificar. Okay, so I have how many parts? ¿Cuántas partes? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. Tengo 4 partes. Okay, remember the sign in the front is with that number. So this plus is with 5, this plus is with 2, and this minus is with 5. Recuerda que la señal que está enfrente del número está con este número, entonces este más está con la 5, esta más está con la 2 y este menos está con la 5. Okay, so like terms, términos similares. So here I have x, no x, x squared, no x. Aquí tengo x, sin x, x cuadrado y sin x. Which ones are similar? ¿Cuáles son similares? Well, no x with no x, sin x con sin x. This is x no exponent. Este es x sin exponente. And then this is x with an exponent. Y este es x con exponente. So these are the same. Esos son similares. This is different, diferente. And this is different. Y este es diferente. These are not similar, no son similares, because this has an exponent and this does not. Porque este tiene exponente y este no tiene. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the different. Los diferentes voy a copiar. The similar I will add. Los similares voy a sumar. So this is 5 minus 5, 5 menos 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 menos 5 is 0. So that cancels out, se cancelan. And then this is different. Y este es diferente. Copy. And then I need to put them in order. Necesito poner en orden. Okay, so the order is biggest exponent to smallest. El orden es exponente mayor a menor. So I have 2 parts. Tengo 2 partes. There is no exponent here. No hay exponente aquí. So that is actually a 1. Actualmente es 1. So this is exponent 1. And this is exponent 2. Y este es exponente 2. So remember, exponent is the small number. Un exponente es el número pequeño. So which one is bigger? ¿Cuál es mayor? 1 or 2? Uno o dos? Which one's bigger? The 2. So this will go first as primero and this is second. So I'm going to go ahead and switch them. This is 2x squared. And this is positive. Positivo, 7x. I'm not going to put the 1. No voy a poner el 1. It's automatic. I automatically know that. Automáticamente yo sé que hay 1. So this is the answer. Esta es la respuesta. So I'm going to go ahead and write that right over here. 2x squared plus 7x. There we go. Let's go ahead and do question 2 now. Ahora la pregunta 2. Okay, I'll do that right over here. Okay, so for this one, I have, let's see, so g minus f of x. So what does this mean? ¿Qué significa eso? Well, this means g of x minus f of x, okay? So there's 2 different ways that you can write this. Hay dos maneras diferentes que pueden escribir eso. So I'm going to just write it like this because it's easier to read, in my opinion. Es más fácil en mi opinión. So this is g of x minus f of x. So first is g. Primero es la g. What is g? G is right over here. It's 4, es 4. Minus, copy minus. And then f of x is over here, 6x plus 3. I need to put it in parentheses. Necesito poner en paréntesis, adentro de los paréntesis. Okay? Because 4 minus all of this. Porque es 4 menos todo eso. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and copy 4. Copy minus. Now, what do I do with this? You will need to put a 1. Necesitamos poner un 1 aquí. Okay, you're going to need to put a 1 here. And we're going to have to go ahead and distribute. Y necesitamos distribuir. So this is going to be negative 1 times both parts. Negativo 1 por ambas partes. Negative 1 times 6. Negativo 1 por 6. And then, y luego, negative 1 times 3. Y luego, negativo 1 por 3. Okay? What is negative 1 times 6? Negativo 1 por 6. Negativo 1 por 6 is negativo 6. So negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. So this is negative 6. Copy x squared. Negative 1 times 3. Negativo 1 por 3. Negative 3. So one more time, otra vez. Copy 4, copy la 4. Then you're going to put a 1. Vamos a poner 1. Negative 1 times 6. Negativo 1 por 6. Negative 6. Copy x squared. Copy x cuadrado. Again, negative 1 times 3. Otra vez, negativo 1 por 3. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Now, how many parts? ¿Cuántas partes? I have 1, 2, 3, right? This negative is with the 6. Esta negativo está con la 6. This negative is with the 3. Esta negativo está con la 3. Which ones are similar? ¿Cuáles son similares? No variable. X squared. No variable. Sin variable. X cuadrado. Sin variable. So remember, variable means letter. So no letter. X squared, no letter. Recuerdan que un variable es una letra. Sin letra, X cuadrado, sin letra. Which ones are similar? ¿Cuáles son similares? No letter, no letter. Sin letra, sin letra. Combine. Vamos a combinar. 4 minus 3, 4 menos 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, es 1. Copy the different one, copy la diferente. And I will need to switch, right? Letters and exponents in front, letras y exponentes en frente. I will need to switch. So this is negative 6x squared, and this is positive 1, positivo 1. This is your final answer. Let's go ahead and write that down. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do B. Well, question 3, I'm sorry. Here we go. So B, number 1. I'll call it number 3, though. Okay, so for this question, I have G plus F of X. What's another way to write this? Hay una otra manera para escribir eso, right? It's just G of X plus F of X, okay? So I like to write it like this. A mí me gusta escribir así. In my opinion, it's easier. En mi opinión, es más fácil. So let's go ahead and put the G. So here is F. Here is G. Let me color these so you can kind of... So here's F. Aquí está la F. And here is G. Aquí está la G. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the G. So here's the G. Copy it. X cubed plus 8x squared minus 2. I know that it's hard to see, but there's a squared. So G, la G, x cubed plus 8x squared minus 2. And then I'm going to put plus, más, copy the F, la F. Here it is, copy. Negative 3x squared plus 13. Okay, Now let me say something, déjame decir algo. I know with the minus I put parentheses, but with the plus it will not change your answer, so you don't need to put it. Yo sé que con el menos pongo los paréntesis, pero con la más no es importante. No va a cambiar la respuesta. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify now. Ahora vamos a simplificar. The very first thing, la primera cosa is plus minus, la más y menos, right over here. What is plus minus? ¿Qué es más y menos? It's plus or minus. Más y menos es más o menos. Plus minus is minus only. Más y menos es solamente menos. So I will erase the plus. Voy a borrar la más. Don't need that. Now, how many parts? Ahora, ¿cuántas partes hay? How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This plus is with the 8, this minus with the 2, this minus with the 3, this plus with the 13. Esta más está con la 8, este menos está con la 2, este menos está con la 3 y esta más está con la 13. Okay? Which ones are similar? ¿Cuáles son similares? X cubed, x squared, no x squared, no x. X cuadrado, x cubo, x cuadrado, sin x, x cuadrado, sin x. So which ones are similar? Is there another x cubed? ¿Hay un otro x cubo? No. So it's the only one, es la única. This is x squared, x cuadrado. It's right over here, x cuadrado, x squared. These are the same, similares, like terms. Here, no letter, sin variable, sin letra, no variable, no letter. Also, también. Okay, so this is the only one, es la única, copy. These I can combine, puedo combinar, because they have the same variable and exponent. Puedo combinar porque tienen la misma variable y exponente. 8 minus 3, 8 menos 3, 5, 5. Positive, positivo. Don't forget the sign, no olvidar la señal. X squared. So I'm done with that one, done with that one, done with that one. Now these, negative 2 plus 13, negativo 2 más 13. You can put in the calculator if you don't know. Pueden poner en la calculadora si no saben. Negative 2 plus 13 is positive 11. Es positivo 11. Is it in order? ¿Están en orden? Yes, they are in order from biggest exponent to smallest. Sí, están en orden de exponente mayor a menor. Exponent 3, exponent 2. If there's no exponent, it's exponent 1. So this is 3, 2, 1. Yes, big to small. Este es exponente 3, exponente 2, y si no hay exponente es 1. Entonces, sí, los exponentes están en orden de mayor a menor. 3, 2 y 1. So I don't need to change anything. No necesito cambiar nada. This is my answer for question 3. X cubed plus 5x squared plus 11. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and do question 4. Question 4 is f of x minus g of x. So let's go ahead and start with f. What is our f? ¿Cuál es nuestro f? It's right over here. Negative 3x squared plus 13. Copy minus. If it's a minus, I need to put the next part in parentheses. Si es menos, necesito poner la segunda parte en los paréntesis. If it's a minus and you don't put parentheses, it will change the answer. Si es menos y no pon los paréntesis, va a cambiar la respuesta. With plus, it doesn't matter. Con la más, no importa. You will have the same answer with plus if you put the paréntesis or no paréntesis. Vas a tener la misma respuesta con el más, si tienes los paréntesis o si no tienen los paréntesis. Okay, so we're going to put the G. This is the G. Let's go ahead and copy that part. Vamos a copiar esta parte. X cubed plus 8. X squared minus 2. Close parentheses. Copy the first part, copy la primera parte. minus, you're gonna need to put the 1. Necesitamos poner 1, right? Here's 1. I have 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. Tengo 3 partes. This plus is with the 8. Esta más está con la 8. This minus with the 2. Este menos con la 2. And I'm gonna multiply 3 times. Y voy a multiplicar 3 veces. Negative 1 times x cubed, negativo 1 por x cuadrado. Negative 1 times x cubed is negative 1 x cubed. Then, y luego, negative 1 times 8x squared, negativo 1 por 8x cuadrado. Negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. Negativo 1 por 8 es negativo 8. So negative 8, copy x squared. Last, último, negative 1 again times negative 2. Negativo 1 otra vez por negativo 2. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Es positivo 2. Okay, now, how many parts? ¿Cuántas partes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here, x squared, no x. X cubed, x squared, no x. X cuadrado, no x. X cubo, x cuadrado, no x. Which ones are similar? ¿Cuáles son similares? X squared, x cuadrado, with x squared con x cuadrado, right? X2, 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 x2. No x, no x. X cubed, that's different, es diferente. It's alone, es único. We're going to put these together, estos juntos. Negative 3 minus 8. Negativo 3 menos 8. Negative 3 minus 8. If you don't know, put it in the calculator. Si no saben, pon la calculadora. Negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11. Es negativo 11. Copy x squared. Copy x cuadrado. Now this one and this one, esta y esta. 13 plus 2, 13 más 2, 15. 15, 15. Positive, positivo. Don't forget the sign. No olvida la señal. Done. This is alone. Es sola. Copy. Are they in order? ¿Están en orden? No. No, they're not. So how many parts? ¿Cuántas partes? 3. 1, 2, 3. This minus with 11. This plus with 15. This minus with 1. Este menos con 11, esta más con 15, este menos con 1. The order is biggest exponent to smallest. El orden es exponente mayor a menor. So look at the small numbers. Entonces mira los números pequeños. This is 2, es 2. Here there's no exponent, it's 1. Aquí no hay exponente, es 1. Here exponent 3, aquí exponente 3. So 2, 1, 3. Entonces 2, 1, 3. Which one is the biggest? ¿Cuál es el mayor? 3, 3. So this is first, es el mayor. After 3 is 2. Después que 3 es 2. So this is second. And then here it's 1, es 1. So this will be last, es el último. So big, medium, small. Grande, más o menos pequeño, right? So this will go first. Este primero. Negative 1x. Cubed, then y luego negative 11 x squared, and finally y último plus 15. I don't need to put the exponent, no necesito poner el exponente. One last thing, última cosa. In front of a variable or letter, I don't need to put 1. En frente de una variable o letra, no necesito poner 1. It's optional. 1 is optional, and I do not want it in your final answer. 1 es opcional, pero yo no quiero en su respuesta final. We need to simplify as much as we can. Necesitamos simplificar lo más que podemos. So this is your final answer. It's negative x cubed minus 11x squared plus 15. Go ahead and write that down. Negative x cubed minus 11x squared plus 15. Let's go ahead and do question 5 over here. So question 5 here, it's, I have f of x is negative 9, and g of x is negative 10 plus x, and then I need to do g minus f of negative 7. So let's go ahead and write that part. G minus f of negative 7. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do g of x minus f of x. So this is gonna be two parts, es dos partes. Part 1 will be this, and then part 2 I will put the number in, okay? Parte 1 es este, y parte 2 voy a poner el número, okay? So let's go ahead and do g of x. So what is g of x? That's this one right over here. Let's go ahead and write that down. Negative 10 plus x. Copy minus f of x. F of x is negative 9. I will put it in parentheses, remember? There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. So here you can put 1. Let's go ahead and keep with the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and just put the 1, okay? It's just going to keep things simple. Parentheses first, paréntesis primero. So I will do this part first. Voy a hacer esta parte primero. So copy. Negative 10, copy plus, copy x. Negative 1 times negative 9, negativo 1 por negativo 9. Negative 1 times negative 9 is 9. Es 9. Positive, positivo. And let's simplify. Vamos a simplificar. I have 3 parts. Tengo 3 partes. This negative with 10, this plus with x, this plus with 9. Este menos con 10, esta más con x, esta más con 9. No x, x, no x. Sin x, x, sin x. No x, no x. These will be combined. Negative 10 plus 9, negativo 10 más 9. Negative 1, negativo 1, copy, plus x. And we switch, necesitamos cambiar letters in the front, letras enfrente. Positive x, minus 1. Part 2. I have x plus 1. I mean, x minus 1, I'm sorry. Tengo x menos 1. I have a number. Tengo un número. You remember? It's here. They gave me the number. This number I will put for x. Este número voy a poner por x. So no x. You put negative 7 in paréntesis. Copy, minus 1. What is negative 7 minus 1? Negativo 7 menos 1. Negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8. If you don't know, you can put in the calculator. Negativo 7 menos 1 es negativo 8. Si no saben, pueden poner en la calculadora. This is my final answer. Es mi respuesta final for question 5. Okay, time for question 6. Ahora tiempo por pregunta 6. Let's take a look at question 6. I have f of x is negative 2x minus 14. G of x is 5x plus x squared. And I need to find f of 6 plus g of 6. Okay, so this is a little different. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to change this. Voy a cambiar este. Let's change it. Let's make it where they're different numbers. Vamos a hacer como números diferentes. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this 2. Okay, so this is gonna be for us, question 6. It's gonna be f of 6 plus g of 2. Okay, I changed the question. Yo cambio la pregunta. So first thing, we're going to find, so part 1, this is going to be 3 parts, es 3 partes. Part 1, I will find f of 6. Parte 1, necesito encontrar f de 6. So what is f? ¿Qué es f? Here is f. I'm going to copy it. F of x equals negative 2x minus 14. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the x and I will put 6. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Es voy a reemplazar los x's con 6, with 6. All of the x's, todos los x's. So I'm going to go ahead and do f, parenthesis, no x, it's 6, parenthesis, equals negative 2, no x, parenthesis 6, parenthesis minus 14. Copy f of 6 equals, we will put that in the calculator. Vamos a poner en calculadora. Let's go ahead and do that. Negative 2, parenthesis 6, parenthesis minus 14. And I get negative 26, negativo 26. Okay. So that's part 1. Part 2. G of 2. Here's G. Copy it. Okay, and I will change all of the x's. Voy a reemplazar todos los x's. I have 3 in this case. Tengo 3 en este caso. And all of them will be 2. Y todos los x's son 2. So I will put G, parenthesis, no x, 2, parenthesis, equals 5. No x, parenthesis 2, parenthesis, plus no x, parenthesis 2, parenthesis, squared. Copy, G of 2 equals, let's do this in our head. Vamos a hacer en nuestra mente. If you can do it in the calculator, you can. Si quieren hacer en la calculadora, pueden. Okay, 5 times 2, 5 por 2, 10, 10, plus 2 squared, 2 cuadrado, 2 times 2, 2 por 2, 4, 4. Copy, G of 2 equals 10 plus 4, 10 más 4, 10 plus 4, 14, 14. This is G of 2. Now, the last part, la última parte, I'm going to do f of 6 plus G of 2. I'm going to combine them. Voy a combinar ahora. So f of 6 is negative 26. Copy plus. G of 2 is 14. Put that in the calculator. Negative 26 plus 14. Negative 12, negativo 12. This is my final answer. Esta es mi respuesta final. Negative 12. Okay, let's go ahead and do the next one over here. Let me make that a minus just for fun. Okay, so now question 7. So for question 7, I have f of x is negative 4x plus 15, and g of x equals 7x cubed. And I need to do g of negative 3. You know what? Let me change this. Let me make this a minus. Quiero hacer esto un menos, okay? I'm going to change the question. Voy a cambiar la pregunta. So you learn more. Para aprender más. Let's make it a minus, okay? So g of negative 3 minus f of negative 2. Okay, let's do it like that. All right, so first, this is going to be a 3-parter, es 3 partes. Part 1, I need to find g of negative 3. Necesito encontrar g de negativo 3. So copy the g. Here's my g, right? I need g. And I'm going to change all of my x's. Voy a cambiar todos mis x. Negative 3 con negativo 3. G, parenthesis, negative 3, parenthesis, equals 7. No x, parenthesis, negative 3, parenthesis, cubed. Copy, g of negative 3 equals, let's put that in the calculator, en la calculadora. 7 parenthesis, negative 3, parenthesis, cubed. Negative 189. That's my g of negative 3. Now I need my f of negative 2. Ahora necesito mi f de negativo 2. Okay, so what is my f? ¿Cuál es mi f? Here it is. F of x equals negative 4x plus 15. Change the x's. All of my x's are negative 2's. Todos mis x's son negativo 2. F, parenthesis, no x, negative 2, parenthesis, equals negative 4, no x, parenthesis, negative 2, parenthesis, plus 15. Copy f of negative 2 equals, let's put that in the calculator. Vamos a poner en calculadora. Negative 4, parenthesis, negative 2, parenthesis, plus 15, 23. 23. That's my f of negative 2. My last part, mi última parte, is together, juntos. G of negative 3 minus f of negative 2. What is g of negative 3? ¿Cuál es mi g de negativo 3? Negative 189. Copy minus. What is my f of negative 2? 23. Put that in the calculator. Vamos a poner en calculadora. Negative 189 minus 23. Negative 212. Negative 212. There's my answer for number 7. Ahí está mi respuesta. Okay, question 8. Our last question. Nuestra última pregunta. So for this one, I will do f minus g of 2. Okay, this one will be 2 parts, dos partes. Part 1, I will do f of x minus g of x. Mi primera parte voy a hacer f de x menos g de x. My second part, I will put the number in. Mi segunda parte voy a poner mi número. Okay, so what is my f? ¿Cuál es mi f? F is over here. Negative 4x plus 15. Copy minus, copy menos. Remember, with minus, you put parentheses. Recuerda que con menos necesito poner los paréntesis. Now the g, ahora la g. 7x cubed. Let's just continue doing it the same way, okay? Here, minus, what number do I put here? 1. So we're going to go ahead and do this part first, okay? Copy this. Paréntesis first, paréntesis primero. Negative 1 times 7, negativo 1 por 7, negative 7, negativo 7, copy x cubed, copy x cuadrado. Now we simplify. Ahora necesitamos simplificar. I have 3 parts, tengo 3 partes. This minus with 4, this plus with 15, this minus with 7. Este menos con 4, este más con 15, y este menos con 7. And here, x, no exponent. 15, no letter. Here, x cubed. Aquí, x sin exponente. Aquí no hay letra. Aquí, x cuadrado. Oh, they're all different. Todos son diferentes. But let's put them in order. Pero vamos a poner en orden. Okay? If there's no exponent, it's a 1. Si no hay exponente, es 1. So remember, letters first, letras primeras. Okay? So this one doesn't have a letter. Esta no tiene letra, so it's last. Entonces es el último. So that's the last one. Es el último. Which exponent is bigger? ¿Cuál exponente es mayor? 3 or 1? 3 o 1? 3. So this is first, primero. This is second, es segundo. And this is last, y ese es tercero. So let's go ahead and write. Negative 7x cubed. And then luego minus 4x, sin exponente, without exponent, plus 15, más 15. Okay, there we go. Part 2. We are going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to put the number in. Voy a poner el número for the x, por el x. It's 2, it's dos. Okay, I'm going to put that in here. So negative 7, parenthesis, 2, parenthesis, copy cubed, minus 4, no x, parenthesis 2, parenthesis, plus 15. We're just going to put that straight in the calculator. Vamos a poner en la calculadora. Okay, so negative 7, parenthesis 2, parenthesis, cubed, exit out of the exponent, minus 4 times 2 plus 15. Let me check that I put it correctly. And it's negative 49, negativo 49. This is your final answer. Es la respuesta final. Negative 49. Thank you for watching.